you all our students' achievements, how proud we are of them, and what goes on here. And we hope that you will want to be part of the Costello School. With me tonight to help give information to you, I have very important people. We do operate as a team. So I have my deputies with me who will also talk, Mr Price, Mr Hemmings and Ms Hannaby, and the students, because they are the most important people. And I've got Siobhan and Troy from Year 11, and Poppy and Jane from Year 8, who have only just been with us for a year, to give you some of their perspective of the school. As a school, what matters is every individual child. Everyone matters to us. And what we aim to do is instill them with high aspirations, engage them in learning so they enjoy it and achieve. And we want to ensure that every child here achieves what they are fully potentially able to do, whatever that may be. And we work hard to do that, and we do personalise everything we do. And that is what leads to the very high standards of achievement we have here at the Costello School, of which we're very proud. Ofsted only last year told us how well our students attain, well above the national average. And since then, our standards of achievement have risen this summer, and we're really proud that over 71% of our students have achieved that government gold standard of 5 or more A stars to C, including English and Maths. But the achievement goes across the board. There is no weak area here at the Costello School. We work hard to ensure that students achieve in every area. And as you can see, there is outstanding performance in the core. In science, 93% of our students got an A star to C grade. In maths, 82%. And in English, 79%. And that really is outstanding. And we are now the highest achieving school in the area, for which we're rightly proud, because our students and staff have worked hard for that. And we'd like your children to be part of that as well. It does come out of high standards though, and we expect high standards in everything that we do. In the way students behave, in the way they wear their uniform, in the way they work, in terms of putting all their effort in. And then we also expect high standards from ourselves in terms of the facilities and equipment and education we give the students. As you walk around the college tonight, I hope you will see how our facilities are excellent, and we continue to upgrade them to give the best for our students. As well as that, it's about the teachers. You and I know that a teacher makes a difference. I remember my good teachers, I remember my bad teachers. And since I've been here at Costello, my main drive has been to ensure that there are excellent teachers in front of the students in their specialised subjects. And I'm proud to say that is the case here. Teachers inspire our students, they're inspirational. They also take the opportunity to make the best use of technology to engage a son and daughter and equip them for their life in the future world. We may no longer be named a technology college, but we still use that to enhance the skills, to give them the right skills for the future. On top of teaching, we ensure that they have the right support and challenge. Every child is given their own targets in every single subject, which will stretch them to achieve whatever they're capable of. We'll challenge them. We'll also give them the support and guidance that they need where necessary, because we want to ensure that every child does achieve. On top of that, there's a strong guidance system that will support a child if something is not going right, to ensure that they get back on track very quickly. And in the guidance team, there are non-teaching guidance assistants, so you as parents can have contact all the time, even when teachers are teaching, and there's somewhere where students can go if they've got a problem at any point of time in the day. It is also about the transition, which is really important to you. We have outstanding transition. We're nationally recognised for that, along with national recognition and competitions for our standards in many areas. It's about building that partnership up with you from now, from tonight, or whenever. A lot of your sons and daughters will have visited us last year already, and we build on that throughout the year, going into the primary schools, getting the right information, talking to them, then coming to induction days, to ensure that they feel comfortable. Being here at Costello is about feeling safe, being cared for, and everyone mattering. We are very inclusive. Again, Ofsted recognised how inclusive we are for a secondary school, and we're proud of that. that we can actually do the best for every child. What do we ask of you, students? It is a partnership amongst all of us. We do ask you to do your best. We set those aspirations with you. We ask you to work hard. We guide you. And if you give your best, we will encourage you to ensure you reach your true potential. And it's reaching your true potential and getting involved in everything. The extracurricular activities, all those other things on offer, additional classes, being involved in charity work, taking part in activities. We are a community, and we do believe that we're developing well-rounded students to go out there. And because of that, within the college, as well as that learning, the values, those traditional values of respect, tolerance, being considerate, are how we operate throughout the college, so that as the students leave here, we know they will be good citizens and succeed in the future. We are proud of what we achieve. I say it's personalised to make them do well, and the curriculum is also personalised to ensure that they do the right courses so that they can achieve. And Mr Price is going to tell you a bit more about that.
The work begins in the primary schools, and we are in a very privileged position of taking over that work from a very talented group of teachers, which you've all enjoyed and are enjoying being with now. That work, as students join us in Year 7, continues in a couple of ways. The first way is that there are a whole range of new subjects for students to learn and to be engaged in. Lots of different ways of thinking. As you go around today, you'll find each department area has its own flavour, has its own character. And one of the things we think is essential is for students to be taught by experts in their field and to enjoy learning to think and solve problems in lots of different ways. The second thing that happens that we work very hard on is making sure that people are in the right ability-based groups in every subject so that they can do their best. They're not going to be in a group where they feel the work is too difficult. They're certainly not going to be in a group where they feel the work is too easy. All the time they will be challenged at the right level, supported at the right level, so that we can ensure every child here does their very best. That progresses into Year 8. By the end of Year 8, we're looking at students that have learned to think in many different ways and have got to know themselves and have become quite strong, independent learners who know themselves, what they're good at, what they're not so good at, and are starting to find out what they're really interested in. So quite uniquely, at the end of Year 8, we give a limited amount of choice to our students. We let them choose which of the humanities, history, geography, to really specialise in. We introduce a few extra subjects and let them choose which creative subjects they would like to specialise in. They carry on doing their English, maths and science and all of the core, but we do allow them to specialise more in what they're interested in. That process is interesting. Sometimes they start something and they change their mind and they realise it's not for them. We think that is important, that they start to understand themselves better, which direction they're going to go. They try out maybe a new subject like dance, or a creative subject, or a vocational subject like hair and beauty in Year 9, so that they are making an informed decision when they get to the end of Year 9. We like to think that we develop their talents. We like to think that we allow each student to do the best in the things they're most interested in. What happens then, as they go into Year 10 and 11, they choose their GCSE subjects. In some areas they've already started those where, like in maths and in science, they're already working on the particular areas to do their GCSEs, but they choose 4 option subjects going into Year 10 and Year 11. And I think what happens is the process that we go through in Year 8 into 9, where they make their minds up and they learn about themselves and they become more aware, really helps as they work their way through into Year 10 and 11. What happens then is we've got the students doing the subjects that they enjoy most and that they're best at, and alongside the excellent results we get in the core subject, what happens is the students achieve their very best, simply because we personalise the curriculum for them and enable them to do the things that they're going to achieve the most of. It's unusual for a teacher at the moment to agree with a politician, but there is one that did say that our duty as educators is to find the genius in every child. 8 years I've been here, and I think Mrs Mortimore typifies the sort of head teacher that tries to find the very best, not just in every student, but in every member of staff. So she has me looking after the curriculum and making sure the provision's just right, because Mr Hemming's making sure that every student does their best, and Mrs Hannaby making sure that all of us teach to our best ability. It makes us a really strong team.
Here at the Costello School, we're very much a learning community, and that means that we work in partnership with a wide range of people. The first collection, if you like, of partners that we have are you sat in front of us, because you're the most important partners. We like to work very, very closely with our parents. We encourage you to keep in contact with us throughout your son or daughter's education. We keep in contact with you by letters, by emails, text messages, newsletters, etc., and also by the parental consultation evenings. But we're also really keen to hear throughout the years that your son or daughters are with us how things are going. And if not, we're very quick to try and put things right. The other partnerships we have, which are very strong, you've heard of already. We have very, very strong partnerships, for example, with our primary schools and also with our post-16 providers. We make sure that the next step for our students is a very smooth one. We also engage them in work with local universities. We're very keen that they have the opportunity to see how they can aim higher and go further forward with their education. We have a very comprehensive work experience programme, which means that they get to have close links with many local businesses in the area. And we have lots of business mentors who come into college to offer further advice and support. So as you can see, there are a whole wide range of partnerships that we have to ensure that your son and daughter are very successful. Now, the other thing that we realise here at the Costello School is that learning isn't just what goes on in the classroom, and indeed children learn extensively through the many activities which they do outside of the classroom. And for that very reason, your sons and daughters will find that there are a whole host of extracurricular opportunities. And on the screen there, you can just see a very small selection of what typifies the offer here at Costello.